Hey everyone, welcome back to Idolize Makeup Tutorial channel. So at the moment you will know that I'm traveling around the world and this is what my face looks like when I have no makeup on. I wanted to do a video with my recommendations for travel essentials because I have been traveling for about 4 months straight now and I've still got about 6 or 7 months to go. And I'm quickly learning what you absolutely need to have in your kit when you're traveling. Now, I thought this could be really helpful for people that are looking to travel and don't know what exactly to take in order to get by just on the minimum, because makeup is quite heavy and it can take up a lot of your luggage allowance when you're traveling. So I'm just gonna go through my normal routine of putting on my makeup, and that way if any of you are planning on traveling, you can see what might be a good idea to take with you so that you're not just overloading your bag with every single makeup product that you have in your life, which is what I originally considered doing because it's very hard for a makeup artist to leave all of her makeup behind. Okay, so first, travel essential. I 100% recommend getting a good cleanser. The reason for this is that when you're traveling, you've got all this makeup on your face, plus if you're like me, you're walking around all day, you're sweating, you know, dirt in your face, all that sort of thing. And if you don't clean your face off properly, you might find that you're getting really bad skin breakouts. So I really recommend having a cleanser with you, and this one is my absolute favorite cleanser in the whole world. My friend who was traveling with me in America actually left this for me because she's an angel, and it is the Arbonne cleanser. It's called a gentle daily cleanser and it's definitely the most gentle cleanser I've ever used in my life. I think I got this in my eye one day and I couldn't even tell. It's so gentle and it removes every single bit of makeup on your face. I actually don't know what I would do without this cleanser in my life while I'm traveling. If you want to see where you can buy this one, I will leave a link in the description box down below. The second is moisturizer. I know a lot of people probably don't do daily moisturizing, but when you travel, it's a must. And the reason for that is that I was traveling in America where it was really hot, and then I came over to England where it's coming into winter, and so my poor skin is going through all the weather changes very quickly and it's just completely dried out. And if I don't put moisturizer on in the morning, I find that I will have makeup flaking off my face through the day and just all sorts of lovely things. So my beautiful mum left me this tiny little moisturizer. Yes, it is itty bitty, but you only need a tiny bit and it's perfect for travel size. So I would recommend finding a little moisturizer. This one is a Young Living one. And just keep a little moisturizer in your bag. You literally need a couple of dabs of it. Pop that on your face and rub it in. Trust me, even if you don't moisturize every day, your skin will crave it when you're traveling. Okay, next I recommend a foundation. Now if you're one of the very lucky people that don't actually need to wear foundation, then just cancel it out altogether and maybe take a tinted moisturizer with you. But for myself, because I have quite patchy skin, I always like to have a foundation with me. And I picked this one up in America. It's the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD foundation. Also consider where you're going. So if you're going somewhere where you're likely to get a tan, then you might need to get a foundation color that's a couple of shades darker than your normal skin color. Because I did find when I was tanning in America and I had this one, my face was clearly white compared to my body. So I really love this foundation. This is actually the second bottle I've bought while I've been traveling. And that's really because it stays on all day. It doesn't move. It's just a really nice color. It perfectly matches my skin. And it's a really light foundation. I find when you're traveling, you don't want a heavy foundation sitting on your face all day. And if I'm just going out through the daytime, I only need to apply one layer of that. I find that's fine for daytime. If I was going out at night, I generally put an extra layer on. And then my next travel essential is a fantastic concealer. So I use this one from NARS, and it's in the color Medium Custard. When you're traveling, you'll probably find that you don't get that much sleep because you're in a new place, you want to explore. You generally find that you'll meet new friends and you'll go out. You'll get the bare minimum sleep to get you through the next day. Now, unfortunately, this probably means that you're going to wake up with big black bags under your eyes, which is fun. So I recommend having a good concealer to cover up those lovely bags. And then just cover any little blemishes that you might have too. Now this NARS concealer is really, really fantastic. It doesn't crease, which I always find is an issue for me underneath my eyes. I always get concealer creasing in my lines, and this one just doesn't. So it's a really great concealer. I got that one from Sephora when I was in Canada. So I just pat that concealer into my skin. And this is the other thing too, you also don't want to take a million brushes with you when you're traveling. So I recommend either just getting a little mini brush travel set, which you can get from plenty of places. I know Sephora sell them. They might be a little bit pricey at Sephora, but you can definitely get them at drugstores. There's a place in Australia called Priceline. But yeah, just pick up a little travel brush set, and that way you don't have to lug around a million brushes like I do. Or the other option is use your fingers for as much as you can, like you can see I'm doing right now with my concealer. Okay, so we're looking a little bit better now. Cover up those bags, yeah. Now if you're just going out exploring in the new city that you're in, I don't think you need a full face of makeup, like ridiculous amounts of fake eyelashes and eyeliner and whatever. I generally just put on a basic eyeshadow. So I use this light colour from Gorgeous Cosmetics. It's called Toffee Shine. It's got a little bit of shimmer through it. I don't really have the resources to be too over the top pedantic with my makeup while I'm travelling. So that's a little bit of light eyeshadow. Now, the other thing that I picked up while I was traveling in America, which is my favorite makeup find of this year, I can't believe I actually ever lived my life without this thing, is my Kat Von D contouring palette. Isn't it beautiful? So I originally got it mainly because it's got this beautiful colour in the middle that actually covers up bags as well. So I always use that over the top of my concealer just for that extra bit of coverage on my black circles. After I bought it, I also realised that these are two of the best contouring colours I've ever had in my life. So I use these for all my contouring. This one's a great highlighter, and then this one I use as an eyeshadow. So this is a palette that has pretty much, well, not everything you need, but it has a lot of things that you need in one little thing. So if you can find something like this that you can use some of the products for more than one thing, I recommend just picking that up and taking that with you rather than having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different products that you're trying to push into your suitcase and, you know, sitting on your suitcase trying to close it because you've got that much stuff in there. Grab one skinny little palette. Look how skinny this thing is. Once I've done that light eyeshadow, I take this darker colour here, and this is how lazy I am with my eyeshadow when I'm travelling. I take a tissue, pop it there, go straight in with my blending brush. I don't even use a normal eyeshadow brush. Get some of that product on there and go to town. Take the tissue away and then blend out the edges of that eyeshadow. There we go, that took me a couple of seconds, and look at how much brighter and more open this eye looks compared to this eye. So easy. Chuck on some black mascara. Just using this one from Maybelline called Great Lash Big Blackest Black. There you go, your eyes are done. That was like 3 steps. Extremely easy, 3 products, and I don't look extremely tired. I think my eyes look fresh and popping. So I'm going to show you everything else this little palette is great for right now. Ready? This one, Under Eye Circle Coverer. Just pat some of that underneath my eye. This one, highlighter. And I'm doing the tops of my cheekbones, across my forehead, down the middle of my nose, above my lip and on my chin. And these two for contouring, and I generally just mix these two together a little bit for a nicer colour. Okay, so next, if you're like me, filling in your eyebrows is a little bit of a must. I've got very patchy eyebrows and I always need a product just to neaten them up a little bit. So I'm actually using this Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a brow pomade, dip brow pomade, and it's in the colour Chocolate. So I just take an angled brush, and I don't necessarily fill in my entire eyebrows. I just line along the bottom to give them that nice neat edge, and then sort of just feather through the eyebrows just to fill them in a little bit. So you should be able to see the difference there with the 2 eyebrows. This one's definitely a little bit neater. And that's all it takes. It's not a big thing, but it just really neatens up your eyebrows, and I don't think a face looks finished without eyebrows. Okay, and the last product is not necessarily an essential, but if you don't want to look like a haggard old traveler, I recommend getting something similar to this. This is just a really good highlighter. It's my favorite highlighter actually, and I'm sure many of you have heard of it. It's the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, which was a collaboration with the beautiful Jaclyn Hill. I'm so happy I got my hands on this little baby in Vancouver because I'll show you now. I'm just applying the tiniest bit and hopefully you can sort of see that, but it just gives off the most beautiful subtle shimmer and just really gives you a nice fresh highlight. So I like to just finish my face off with this so that I look fresh. It's just a nice little touch, but definitely not an essential. If you can't afford it, or if you just think that's too many products, then you don't have to have one of these. I just put it in for the end of the look because I find it good for me. Okay, so they are my travel essentials for makeup and a little bit of skincare in there as well. And if you weren't keeping count, that was 9 products. And I think that is pretty good if you're considering traveling for a long time and you can just take 9 products with you. So I will leave a list of all the products in the description box down below, along with links to where you can purchase them. If you enjoyed this travel essentials video today, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. And if there are any other travel tips you would like to know to do with makeup or skincare, leave me a question down in the comments below. I would love to know, and I would love to be able to help you out. I am traveling for nearly a year, so I'm sure I'll be picking up quite a few tips for makeup and skincare along the way. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you would like updates on all my new looks, and make sure to share this video with any of your friends who are going traveling as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next tutorial. And don't forget, weird is wonderful. Bye, idolizers!